Introducing PlaySpace, putting the media in social media. The PlaySpace development team consists of Bonnie, Tina, Kara, and myself, Lauren. So why PlaySpace? Many Spotify listeners want more from their favorite music app. Meet Jenna Doe, a proud BTS stan. Jenna adores her favorite K-pop group, but she doesn't have many friends in real life who appreciate her taste in music. She wants a space to connect with other superfans, find the set list for all the shows she's missed, and debate on BTS's greatest hits. Meet John James, a recently dumped DJ. John is nursing a broken heart and is looking to add some ballads to his playlist so he can wallow in his feels. He doesn't want to go full sad boy on Maine. He has a rep to protect, but he needs advice on new songs to cry to. So that brings us to our user story. As a Spotify music subscriber, I want a platform to post, share, comment, and engage socially with my music so that I can connect with friends and family to share our love of music online. So meet PlaySpace, our concept, a music sharing app that brings the power of social media to your Spotify account. And now I'm going to hand it off to Tina.
I'm going to go through our process, starting with the tech that we leveraged to the tasks that we worked on as a team. We all had a hand in the full stack development of this app, so nothing was front end versus back end. But before we talk about the challenges and successes as a group, I'm going to go over the tech that we used. We started using Node.js to initialize our server and create our routes. After installing the common JS npm package, we were able to fetch data from the Spotify API, which was a new technology to us all. In order to create our database and models, we used MySQL and SQLize. As for our front end, we generated our templates using jQuery and Handlebars, which was not our generator of choice, or preference rather. And to top it off with the aesthetic, we used Materialize as our CSS framework. In addition, we used GitHub to share our progress as a team, Insomnia to test our server routes, and Gather.town to boost morale. I'll pass it over to Bonnie to start off our breakdown of tasks.
So to break down our tasks, like Tina had just mentioned, we all worked full stack, and this allowed us each to get some experience with database models, MySQL, SQLize, handlebars, CSS, and setting up the controller routes. I worked specifically on the Spotify API authentication and getting that working, and then also the transfer of playlists from Spotify to our PlaySpace database. In addition to that, I acted as Scrum Master and as general tech team lead of helping people when they got stuck. And pass to Kara.
I helped initialize our CSS and the responsiveness of our app on mobile devices. I really focused on user interaction and helped build out the side navigation, some user features like upvotes, and worked on our presentation to bring to you all today, and helped lead the design for our font choices and colors and what the feel of our site would ultimately look like.
My first task was getting Heroku to deploy properly, so sifting through those long error logs. I worked with both the comments and the playlist APIs, creating models. Finally, I played a little marketing role, developing a logo that combined our two inspirations, Spotify and MySpace, and served up slogans when we needed them.
I worked on the user authorization for our app, so using bcrypt to hash our passwords. And I also worked on our database setup using MySQL and creating the SQLize relationships between the user and our playlists. I also worked on the routes and the design of rendering all of the playlists on our profile page and our homepage. And I also worked on our comment function.
So our evolution kind of began as newly beginning backend developers. That was kind of our first challenge since it was sort of everyone's first stab at a full stack app. We did luckily get through it and everyone was very game to jump in wherever. We also had a bit of an API pivot in the initial stages of our project. We wanted to go with the Apple API, but we ultimately decided that the Spotify was just better documented and more user-friendly since it didn't require payment. We also found that Handlebars was not the template generator of our choice, but we made it work. And the time frame itself was just another challenge that we had. Given that we had 5 days to build this entire app, we're pretty proud of ourselves. Some successes that we had was that we had a fantastic group of ladies ready to jump in wherever we were needed, and the major benefit of and a very experienced team leader ready to problem solve with us whenever. We also had the Spotify API in our back pocket, which really helped because it gave us a lot of user data. We also had very smooth sharing on GitHub, no merge conflicts. And Gather Town really was a great success for us because we never got kicked out of our Zooms, and we had the option to get together in solo spaces or as groups and keep it fun. Now I'm going to pass it off to Bonnie for a demo.
Thank you. All right, so here I am at our deployed app. This is when you first hit our root URL, it will redirect you to log in. And here I'm going to sign up with a new user. Oh, the demo. Oh my gosh. What is happening? This has never happened before. Oh, I'm in Chrome. I might need to do, okay.
We're good.
No, it's worked every single time. Oh, wait. All right, let me log in with an existing account. Okay, I don't know what happened there. So this is an account that I had been using for testing, and after I log in, it directs me to authenticate my Spotify account. So I come down here and select agree. And here you can see it pulls in all of my playlists from Spotify. And if I go to my Spotify account now, I can see that PlaySpace shows up in apps that I'm sharing information with. All right, so I'm gonna add some more playlists here. Let's see, add some I haven't added before. My starred, and maybe this work remix, indie alt. I can also remove playlists from here too, if I have one that I previously added. So I'll take that one off. Hit done. All right, once I hit done, it will take me to the app's homepage, which is a feed of all users' shared playlists. So if I log in here, I can see that we have some test users we set up, and I can also see playlists that Lauren has shared, Kara, and Tina. And then if I want to see some like comments or upvotes, I can see them here. So people voted on my running playlist. And then if I click on comment, I can see where Kara and Tina and Lauren have already commented on this playlist. And close, I can view other people's playlists. So click here, and this will pull up the track list of this playlist that Kara had shared. And this looks like pretty cool. So I'm going to go back and leave a comment on this. Great playlist. Submit. Do a refresh. I can see my comment show up here. And then we also have a profile page, which is mobile friendly. So on a mobile device, you can swipe through this to see all your playlists. And from here, I can go back to this add remove Spotify playlist page here, or I can view it all in a list mode. And then another mobile feature we have added is the menu bar. So when the screen shrinks, you can click over here and then access those same links in a pop-out side menu. And that's it for our product demo.
Thank you, Bonnie. Now I will lead us into directions for future development. So one of our initial thoughts was that we wanted to create an option for users to gather in forums. The ideal social scenario allows a user to post, comment, and even share various reactions like hearts, broken hearts, crying faces for all the sad playlists we run into. We also think a top 8 would be a fun sort of MySpace way to customize the user's profile. That way you can show off the playlist you're most proud of. We also would like to add a search and sort functionality for the user to have a better experience, quickly finding the playlist that they're looking for and isolating the data from the user title and track. We also thought sound waves would be a fun kind of social interaction you could throw in as well. Instead of poking someone as you would on Facebook, you could send over a sound wave that would be immediately added to the queue for your friends to listen to. We also think celeb sponsors would be a way to increase incentive to join PlaySpace. Perhaps a specific exclusive concert like pre-sale tickets and merch that would only be available on the app could be available to our PlaySpace users. We also think a live stream just lends itself naturally to a music app, especially since concerts and live events would be great ways for users to connect and give feedback in real time. If anyone would like to check out our site, feel free to scan this QR code on the phone or check out our code base in the repository listed below as well. Give you guys a moment to scan. And now if anyone has any questions, we're happy to answer. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, feel free to come off mute or what have you, but that was very impressive. Snaps, claps.